Maya rushed into Brew and Books, her favorite coffee shop, shaking raindrops from her umbrella. She was already 15 minutes late for her morning routine, and her presentation was due in 2 hours. As she hurried toward the counter, she collided with someone carrying a steaming cup of coffee. "Oh no, I'm so sorry," she gasped, watching the coffee splash across the stranger's white shirt. The man looked down at his shirt, then up at Maya with the warmest brown eyes she'd ever seen. Instead of anger, his face broke into an amused smile. "Well, that's one way to make sure I'm fully awake this morning. Please, let me pay for your dry cleaning, or buy you a new shirt." Maya fumbled for her wallet, her cheeks burning with embarrassment. "How about you just buy me another coffee?" he suggested, extending his hand. "I'm Arjun, by the way. And judging by how fast you were moving, I'm guessing you need caffeine more than I need a clean shirt." "Maya," she replied, shaking his hand. His grip was gentle but confident. "And you're absolutely right about the caffeine." They stood in line together, and Maya found herself stealing glances at Arjun. Despite the coffee stain, he was undeniably handsome, with kind eyes and an easy laugh that made her stomach flutter in ways she hadn't felt in years. "Let me guess," Arjun said, studying her laptop bag and the scattered papers peeking out. "Big presentation today. Marketing proposal for a children's book series," Maya admitted. "I've been working on it for months, and I'm terrified I'll mess it up." "What's the series about?" As they ordered their drinks, Maya found herself telling him about her project, stories about a young girl who goes on adventures with her grandfather, learning about different cultures and traditions. Arjun listened intently, asking thoughtful questions and making suggestions that actually made sense. "You know," he said as they found a quiet corner table, "my grandmother used to tell me stories just like that. She'd take me on imaginary journeys to places she'd visited in her youth." "Really? Where did she take you?" For the next hour, they shared stories about their grandparents, their dreams, and their fears. Maya learned that Arjun was a freelance photographer who specialized in capturing cultural festivals and family traditions. He showed her photos on his phone, vibrant images of weddings, celebrations, and quiet moments between grandparents and children. "These are incredible," Maya breathed, scrolling through his gallery. "They're exactly the feeling I'm trying to capture in my book series." "Maybe," Arjun hesitated, then smiled. "Maybe I could help. I mean, if you need photographs for your presentation or the books themselves." Maya's heart skipped. "You'd do that? For someone who bought me coffee after destroying my shirt?" "Absolutely." His eyes twinkled with mischief. "Besides, I have a feeling this series is going to be something special." 2 hours later, Maya walked into her presentation with a renewed confidence. But more importantly, she had Arjun's number in her phone and plans to meet him the following Saturday. The presentation went perfectly. The publishers loved her concept, especially when she mentioned having access to authentic cultural photography. 3 months later, Adventures with Nana became a best-selling children's series. But that wasn't the real success story. The real success was the way Arjun's eyes lit up every morning when Maya walked into Brew and Books. The way he'd already have her usual order waiting. The way their professional collaboration blossomed into something neither of them had expected. On their first anniversary, not of dating, but of their coffee collision, Arjun surprised Maya at their corner table. The baristas had hung fairy lights around their spot, and there was a small wrapped package waiting for her. Inside was a photo he'd taken of her the day they met, though she hadn't noticed him taking it. She was laughing at something he'd said, her eyes bright with possibility, rain still glistening in her hair. "The moment I knew," he said simply. Maya looked up at him, this man who'd turned her most embarrassing moment into the beginning of the most beautiful chapter of her life. "Marry me," she whispered. Arjun nearly dropped his coffee cup. "Shouldn't I be the one asking that?" "Why?" "Because you're the man." Maya grinned. "I spilled coffee on you first. I should get to propose first too." His answer was a kiss that tasted like coffee and felt like coming home. Later, their wedding photos would fill an entire wall of their apartment, candid shots of their families celebrating, dancing, and sharing stories. But their favorite photo remained the one from that first day, Maya laughing in the rain, both of them completely unaware that a simple coffee spill would change everything. Some love stories begin with grand gestures or dramatic meetings. Theirs began with clumsiness, caffeine, and the recognition that the best adventures often start when you're running late and everything goes wonderfully wrong. The end. Sometimes the most beautiful love stories begin with the simplest accidents. Asterisk.